it's Tracy from Entrepreneur Girl again, and I want to talk to you today about, is eBay and Amazon worth it? Does it work for your lifestyle? Does it work as a business? Is it really what you want it to be? So for me personally, I get a lot of questions, especially recently, about why I chose to eBay and Amazon. And you've seen my past videos and you know a little bit of history on me, but basically 2.5 years ago, I had a pulmonary embolism that nearly killed me and my unborn child. And we were in ICU for a week, very touch and go. It was a really big deal in my life and the life of my family. And then a year later, after that, I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. And even though my prognosis is nearly 100% and everything's fine, those two events really took my life for a loop. And I had to do a lot of soul searching and a lot of mental work, and just really gave me a perspective on what was important to me and what I wanted with my life. And so I think a lot of people in general have an idea of what they want and what kind of lifestyle they want to live, but they just keep putting it off, until they have more money, or until they retire, or until the kids are grown, or, fill in the blank, whatever. I think we all do that. But the truth is that our days are numbered, and we don't know what's going to happen with us. And we don't know what today brings, or if we're even going to be here tomorrow. So I would encourage you to really take action today and not put it off on creating the kind of life you want. Secondly, in business, they always tell you, to find work doing what you love. And that's great advice. You want to enjoy what you love. But the truth is that I love eating chocolate, for example. But if I were to eat chocolate at some sampling plant and I ate chocolate day in and day out, I probably wouldn't like to eat chocolate anymore. So the point is that it's more important to create a lifestyle that you want, to accomplish the goals that you want, and to create your daily life in such a way that it makes whatever work you're doing worth it. Of course you want to enjoy it. Like, I enjoy eBay and Amazon. I love garage selling and shopping. This job is fun for me, but it's still work. I still have to go out and get inventory. I still have to sit down and list when I could just be, sitting down with my kids. So it's work, but I enjoy it. But it allows me a lifestyle that I said I wanted when I had the embolism and the cancer scares. So when those two things happened to me, I literally sat down with a piece of paper and thought about my life and thought, what type of lifestyle do I want every single day? And what was really important to me was traveling. I love to travel. I have a lot of family in Indiana. I would like to spend time with my family, my extended family that is away from here. I have a lot of kids. I want to stay home with my kids. I want the flexibility to be able to homeschool. So basically everything that I said I wanted was geared around flexibility. I needed to be able to work from Florida or Colorado or Indiana or wherever I was, which meant I needed an internet job. And then once I determined what I wanted, that's when I set into researching what kind of jobs would afford me that flexibility with my life. And so I came up with a few ideas on that. Stock trading, which is where I started, was one of them. But stock trading didn't give me enough monthly income. It was more of a long-term investment. It gave me money, but not the daily money that I needed. So then I started adding eBay, and then I started adding Amazon. Now I'm looking into websites and ebooks and curriculum development and different things so that I can fit together this portfolio on the internet so that I'm making more and more monthly income. So I look at it now like a mountain. There's a mountain of us on our journey to being financially independent from home. Many of us are utilizing eBay and Amazon as a piece of the pie to do that. And I remember my very first eBay sale. I remember, I made $5. I remember that clear as a bell. I watch YouTube videos and read books on the people that are at the top of the mountain. The eBay millionaires, they're growing in number. The Chris Green, the gurus that we all know and are comfortable, they're up there on the mountaintop, and that's where I want to be. I'm, somewhere down on the bottom middle section. I'm not where I started, but I'm certainly not at the top. I'm growing and learning and doing that with you, because that's our goal. We want to get higher and higher, make more and more money, so that we can live a more lavish lifestyle doing the things that we love. So that's my story, that's my history, that's why I chose to eBay and Amazon. Now the next question is, does it work? I'm a person just like you. I have a family just like you, and I'm trying to stay at home and make it work. When I first started, I made a few hundred a month, and then I made 1,000 a month, and I was pretty happy about that. Then I consistently made 1,200 a month. Now I'm trying to consistently make 4,000 a month. I'm not quite there. I keep preaching how I know to get there, but my struggles are in being consistent with listing $400 a day. I'm not consistent, and I'm trying to learn and set parameters and schedules and such in my day so that I can learn to be more consistent. But my goal right now is 4,000 a month consistently. And then I would like to make $8,000 a month consistently. So I'm going to continue to grow and learn and develop and create all these different pieces of the pie. I don't care what it is, as long as I can make $4,000, $8,000 a month on the internet from anywhere that I am. That is my goal. And I don't sell anything to you. I'm not making some huge profit off of YouTube. I think I've made $30 since I started. So, this is just to help you out, and this is just to tell you the truth and, kind of walk the journey with you. So to answer your question, does it work? Yes, I believe that it does. I am walking proof that it works. I've seen other people that it works, and this is very doable to you. So my suggestion now would be for you to really give some thought to what kind of life that you want to create, because it's great to do what you love, but what you really want to do more than that is to love what you do every single day, because you love the lifestyle that you're living. And I truly do. I love my lifestyle. Now that I've been doing this for a few years, I can't even imagine getting a 9-to-5 job and going to work and only having set days off and having to get permission to take vacation and then being limited on my vacation. I mean, just, shoot me now. I couldn't do that. Like, I totally could not do that. I am my own boss. I'm working for myself. If I work really hard, I make the profit, not someone else. I can work while watching movies, or, I've sat with my computer while the kids are swimming and I'm watching them swim. I truly have flexibility over my schedule, and that was the whole goal. That was the whole point of me doing this. So now you know my history, all of you that have asked. I appreciate you taking an interest, and I just encourage you to stick with it. I really think eBay and Amazon is a great thing. I'm going to start incorporating other videos, some stock trading videos, some website design, because I would like to encourage you to grow and expand also. We all have bigger, loftier goals, and I don't want to just stop with eBay and Amazon. Of this board, but I just wrote it out real quick. This was my personal criteria, things that I felt it needed to have. And the first one is consistency. Can I make enough monthly money to support my family? To take some pressure off of my husband. He provides really well for us, but it is nice to have that second income and that second person kind of supporting with bringing in some form of money. And can I do that on a monthly basis? Number 2 for me was flexibility. Can I homeschool? Can I travel like I like? Can I work from anywhere? Spend time with my family? Can I work any time of day? So if I want to go swimming with the kids in the middle of the day, can I do that and work at night? Number 3, something simple. Life is crazy enough. I have a lot of kids. I didn't need to add some overly complex work profession to my already crazy life. 4, was it low risk? I didn't have a lot of startup money, and I had minimal time. Because my day is so full, I knew that initially at least I wouldn't have more than probably 10 to 20 hours to invest. Number 5, do I like doing it? Shopping? Yes. But all aspects of it, not just the shopping. Do I like spending time on the computer, doing customer service? Do I like all of it? Number 6, can I make lots of money with it? Do I have a potential to keep going, or is there a pretty low ceiling with this profession? And I felt like I could grow this to big bucks. Can I get the things that I want from this, like a Jeep and a northern house? Will it afford me to do that? Number 7, stay power. Is this something I'll like 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Is it recession proof? And number 8, low number of hours. Like I said, I only wanted to spend a maximum of 20 hours when I first started. When I looked at my schedule, that is all I had. I had like 4 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and that was it. Now that I've built up the business and I've kind of gotten a routine and I've tweaked my schedule, my family's more on board with it now. Now I am up to like 35 hours a week. Sometimes I still invest only 10 hours a week, but I'm up to 35. Okay, so once you have this personal criteria, this lifestyle want and don't want list, then you're going to look and see how much money do you need a month. Well, ideally, when I looked at all of my bills, I'd love to have $4,000 a month. That would really put me where I want to be. But the bare minimum I could have was $1,000. If I couldn't have $1,000 a month, then it wasn't worth doing it for me. So that was my deal breaker. The second thing were the hours. This was also my deal breaker. I didn't want to work more than 20 hours initially. Could I do it in that? And also, I didn't want to work for less than $20 an hour. You know, did that work? We talked about the lifestyle that I want. That's all of this. And D, what type of money do I have to invest? You know, do I have a couple hundred? Do I have a couple thousand? And you just kind of need to know where you are with that. And the last thing, do you like it? You know, have you tried it? Do you like the idea of it, or does it sound like Chinese torture? You know, if you don't think you're going to like it before you even start, this is not the thing for you. So those were the questions that I answered, and that's what you need to answer as well. My personal experience, I wrote down the exact criteria that I just showed you. And then I started thinking about what types of jobs would be ideal, what jobs will fit the criteria, the lifestyle criteria that I created for myself. And my history up to that point is I had been into paramedic and I'd been into education. And so after looking at that, I decided it had to be something business related, something entrepreneur, probably some type of owning my own business, because that's the only way I was going to get the flexibility and the no ceiling that I wanted. I didn't want to work for somebody else making, you know, maybe if I could make $20 an hour, that was probably pushing it. But you know, then what types of raises could I get? What potential does it have? If I were able to get a salary, you know, I might have been able to make $60,000 or $80,000, but how many hours would I be working for that? You know, a lot of people in business management, you know, they're working 80 plus hours for that type of salary. So I kind of reflected and matched up ideal jobs with that. And once I found out what I thought I wanted to do, which was anything online. And we talked about that, stock trading, eBay, Amazon, Etsy, curriculum, that type of thing. I knew how I was going to reach my lifestyle curriculum. I started researching really big time. And YouTube is great for that. So I'm glad you're watching this video right now. That means you're really, you know, researching and trying to learn. You can look in my list of who I subscribe to, and that will give you some ideas on other people to watch their videos. There's GoDaddy or GillDaddy. There's Profit or Rake and Profit. You know, there's a lot of really good people out there that you can listen to. And then secondly, I read a lot. Actually, I have a couple of books here that I would suggest for you. Making Thousands. This is kind of a beginner book, but she worked 10 hours a week and she was able to make 40 grand a year. And this is by Cynthia Stein. And then Chris Green, you know I love this one, Retail Arbitrage. That's kind of a must read. And then here's one on my computer, if you can see that. It's Nathan Holmquist, Selling on Amazon's FBA program. I mean, there's so many out there. You can even just go to the library and see what they have as far as retail arbitrage or eBay books or Amazon books and read them for free. The point is that you really want to research your, you know, this profession. For those of you that might be in a dark place, you know, I want to just take a moment to give you some support because I've gotten some comments from single moms out there, you know, people that are really struggling through some life issues. And you have to know, I shared with you my own personal health scares. You know, that was 2 years that was pretty pretty icky, but you can do this. You know, I'm not the most successful eBayer and Amazoner out there, certainly. I only speak about what I know, and as I learn it, I just pop up a YouTube video so that you can learn it. So my videos aren't all encompassing, but I can talk to you about struggling through some stuff. And I can be real with you and tell you what really works and what really doesn't, and give you some real feedback. So if you're in a dark place, know that as an overextended mom and wife and person just like you, I managed to make this work, and I love it. I get a lot of enjoyment from it. I love making these videos and helping people. You know, I love supporting my family, but having something that's successful myself. So I just want to encourage you to keep on with that. All right, so you've done your personal criteria and you've researched it, and now you just kind of want to know, does this really work? So eBay and Amazon is not a get-rich-quick thing. I don't want anyone out there thinking you're going to start it and then tomorrow be making 40 plus a year, because you're probably not. It's more of a gradual build-up. You know, you start several hundred a month, and then you can go to 1,000, and then you just gradually build it up as you gain knowledge and momentum and inventory and the such. But having said that, it does work. It is very successful. I don't spend a crazy amount of time on this because I can't. My life is crazy and I have lots of kids. So it's very doable. I don't spend a lot of money. I don't spend a lot of time, and I'm able to make an income instead of going out into the workforce. You've seen my numbers in other videos. I've showed you some of my profit and loss statements from GoDaddy. In other videos, you've seen me run some University of Florida business numbers that I've learned. And for all purposes, this business should work. I mean, statistically, business-wise, it should work, and it does. As far as this year goes, I really hope to double my numbers. I think I can. I think I can double everything this year. And that's because I have a lot of inventory now sitting at the Amazon warehouses. And I have a lot of eBay inventory sitting in my garage. And that inventory has a value to it. So I'm not starting at scratch anymore. You know, I'm starting with $30,000 worth of inventory. And if all that were to sell next year, I would make $30,000 without even buying new inventory or working at all. So I have the inventory, but also this year I know to take more advantage of the seasons, especially Christmas. I'm really going to work hard on fourth quarter Christmas this year and take advantage. I know lots of people make $17,000 in 2 months just for the holidays, and I want to be one of those people. So last year I did a little bit. This year I'm really going to ramp it up, not only with Christmas, but all holidays. Also, I feel like I'm faster at what I do. I'm smarter about what I do. I'm more prepared. I know the processes now. The learning curves aren't as great or as many. So I feel like I'm in a better position to do better this year. I have more money to invest. Some of the money that I've been making, I like to take 50% of the money I make and spend, with living, but then I like to take 25% of it and just hold on to that so I have money to reinvest in inventory. And then I like to take another 25% and try to grow that. So I take that 25% and put it in stocks or, website development, some way that I think will make me more money by doing that. And the last thing I think is going to really jump my numbers this year is I'm going to have better inventory. I've learned a lot about choosing better inventory, and that's a whole video by itself, but that's definitely one I want to share with you, probably my intermediate series, because the way I do inventory now is totally different than the way I chose inventory in the past, and it makes me more money. So those are the reasons I think I'm going to double my numbers this year. I hope so, and I hope to drag you along with me. I hope you'll watch.